One thing I often see in phase gate or stage gate life cycles is the concept of a design freeze or a requirements freeze or a specification freeze, and it's usually got a date on it. The requirements are going to freeze on April 15, 2022, right? Here's the reality. Requirements, specifications, designs, they don't freeze the way that you freeze blueberries when you're trying to preserve them for your freezer, where you basically pile up a bunch of blueberries, spread them out on trays, and then blast them with cold air, so they freeze instantly. What we do is we freeze these things the way that ponds freeze. And a pond freezes from the middle out to the edges, and then once the entire thing is frozen over, then the ice starts to thicken. And if it's a shallow pond, the ice will eventually reach the bottom. But if it's a deep pond or a lake, the bottom may never freeze. And this is the way it actually works in product development. Some of your decisions, your known solutions, your low impact decisions, they'll freeze right away. And it won't make a difference because you're much less likely to change those decisions, or they're much easier to change. But the high impact, high unknown decisions freeze at the right time, when you need that decision, when it's clear to you that you're at the last responsible moment for that decision. And that's like the ice thickening on the pond. As more things reach their last responsible moments, more things freeze. And then the stuff that never freezes, well, that's kind of like your apps and your cloud-based solutions. Those things actually may never freeze because they're going to be part of a completely different style of development where they'll be learning from the consumers as they use the products and then improving the product based on what they see the users do. And you can do that with your digital apps and cloud services because those are easy to change. So you might have layers of ice that represent your hardware. And you might have the water at the bottom that represents the stuff that doesn't need to freeze at all. But whatever, the main thing to remember is that it's not going to freeze all at once. It's going to freeze over time. And in a healthy product development process, that freezing process is driven by when does a decision need to be made and not some arbitrary date on a calendar.